Oh, welcome back. This is episode 3 for painting the icon of St. Monica of Hippo. And as promised, in this session I'll be painting the hands and the face of the saint. Again, up in the corner I've got me painting in real time as distinct from the 4 times normal speed in the main screen. Also flagged at the end of the last session that I'd be using a method of painting faces called a membrane method. This certainly advocated by Aidan Hart of the UK, and it involves putting in the shading in the flesh parts, the hands and the face, and in this case using Terra Vert. I've also added a touch of ultramarine blue, and it's a very sort of light shading that's put in, and then over the top of that is the membrane, that is the flesh colours. And oops, I did not have the camera on for the first coat, but the flesh tones are made up, as I normally do, with golden ochre, a tiny bit of Terra Vert, a tiny bit of Ercolano red, and in this case I've also added a tiny bit of titanium white. And I've put on, I think, 3 coats, so we can still see the features underneath. We can still see that green shadow underneath. And then for the highlights I add successive quantities of titanium white. And I'm still at this stage using a number 3 Kolinsky brush. It has such a fine point. I can have a lot of control even with a comparatively large brush doing small areas. Later on I'll revert to a 2 or a 1 for the very fine lines, but at the moment still on a number 3 Kolinsky round brush. And the areas that always get highlight, be the nose and the chin and the cheeks and above the eyebrow. Now I'm putting on a glaze. That's a very dilute mixture of the basic flesh tone, and it has helped to knock back the whiteness of the highlights. Titanium white really sort of drains chroma out of anything, and it just needed some yellow and redness put back in, hence the glaze, which is, as I say, a diluted mixture of the basic, but put on quite dry. The brush is dried off, so it's just a very thin coat. Now I am working with a smaller brush. This is a 1 round brush, Kolinsky, and using burnt umber to put in the main features of around the eye, the eyebrow, although I'll probably come back and do that in black, under the nose, the mouth, so that we can see those features outlined more easily. In the chin. too much shading on the side of the nose, just need to knock that back a bit. There we are, plodding away up in that top corner. It's the speed up version of painting makes it look much easier than it is. That hand on the left, that is the saint's right hand, is being painted in a fist because she's holding on to something that's not there yet. She's after the clothing is put in, after those folds go in, then I'll put in the cross that she's holding on to. And the eyes, the whites of the eyes, titanium white but clouded over with sometimes with terra vert, and then on one side of the iris pure white, and Mars black for the eyebrows and for the pupils in the eyes. And then with Ercolano red, the creases above the upper eyelid, a line in the shadow on one side of the nose, the lips obviously, and then very, very delicately, very thin coat of blush on the cheeks. I've mixed some of the original shading, that was the terra vert with a tiny bit of ultramarine, with the flesh tone to make this dark, just to fix up some of the shading. Also where lines are a bit heavy with the burnt umber, knocking that back a bit. I did need to use some of that in the top of the eye, above the eyelid, because it was just not dark enough. Well, it's nearly there for the hands and face, and there she is. Thank you for watching.